Welcome back to Maple Monkey Media. My name is Adam. It seems like I'm saying that a lot recently. I have a couple videos that I uploaded over the past 3 days before this one, where I got some of this tyvek installed, went around and cleared off the roof and had some yummy steaks and all kinds of good stuff. Go check them out. Like I said, they're the videos before this. Today's video, I believe, it's a very, vague schedule, I guess. I might go around and finish off the other side where there's one wall that still needs to be boarded in, but the only problem is I'm running out of 1x6s right now, so I'm kind of going to have to scrounge what I can, cut the boards that I have available. It's nowhere near to going to be able to get the wall completely done, but there's small sections in there because there's one more window that needs to be boarded in as well. So we'll move over there and I'll show you what I'm talking about first. So there's this wall that you see here behind me. I have this bottom board in place because I need my jigsaw to be able to cut the frame of the window out there for the sill. But what I plan on doing today is on either side here is I want to cut those little small pieces. I have one full length 12-foot 1x6 and a couple scraps, so I'll get a couple pieces in place. I don't want to use the boards that I have for the roof because obviously they're for the roof, and until I get another wood order, then we'll have to wait until we get this wall all finished. And then right beside it here, that's the mudroom. The mudroom still needs to get all finished off. I started it on the bottom right there. There we go. I started it on the bottom right there, but obviously we need to get more. So I guess starting off right now, I'm going to get some measurements for right here and right here. Get those smaller pieces in place, and we'll go from there. I know if you see that white section right there on the other side, that's the window that we covered over yesterday with tyvek. I have the actual small little window here. I have all the materials needed to get it in place. So I'm not going to say I am, but it's one of my goals today to get that window in place, and that'll be the very first window, all weather guarded and weather shielded, weather tight, however you want to say it, all good to go. So I'm going to get the saw, get the measuring tape out, and we'll get on with it, eh? We have a 2'7" and 1/4. So remember that, 2'7" and 1/4. You don't actually have to remember that. All right, what was that measurement? I believe it was 2'7" and 1/4. 2'7" and 1/4 coming up. Hey, you stay there. There we are. Beautiful. So this bottom piece right here, I don't have that nailed in. I can still take that off because there's a piece that I need to get cut out of it first. So we're just going to go up on either sides right here, boarding it in, and I'll pop that off. And I don't have my jigsaw because I don't have any power, but we'll get at least the other sides started and pop that back in when we get that bottom piece cut. 2'6" and 1/2. 2'6" and 1/2. Do I have any smaller boards? Ah, dang it, I don't. Now I'll show you what I mean by I had to cut out that little piece of it, if you don't know what I'm talking about. So this was the board that was just there, and you can see that I just marked out the spot where I had to cut there. So from right over here, going out all the way over to right there. So I got to cut that piece out, and then this will be the bottom of my windowsill. Well, it won't be the bottom of my windowsill. The window will sit on that and it'll be flush with my sill is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to get a couple of those pre-cut with the last 1x6 that I have. And then we'll kind of evaluate the situation and go from there, and might move on to the roof and get that boarded in. We'll see what happens. The nice weather streak continues, thankfully. Today it's even a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. I would say it's probably right around +1. It's definitely, I could almost take my hat off. Well, I definitely could take my hat off and my coat off and still be fine. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, probably hovering right around +1 down here in Nova Scotia. I'm hoping to get the last of there's still some snow up there on the roof that we cleared off yesterday that's up there. Nothing too serious, but I'd like to actually get it down to bare wood. It would just make it so much easier to work with within the next little bit when I have to get up there. But we got some more boards laid down. My 1x6 is coming down pretty quick, so we're gonna see what's next after that. I probably can cut one more for each side and maybe put it in the window, maybe do some roof. Time will tell. Well, that's not right. Well, I don't know what happened with this one. This one right there. I'll show you. It obviously doesn't fit. My brain must have had a slight miscommunication. Oh, there we go. I got about, I don't know, 2 inches short. So yeah, my brain must have had a slight miscommunication with the rest of my body and cut it 2 inches short. And that was the last one. Ah, dang it. Well, hey, it is what it is, right? Trials and tribulations of building, I guess. Trials and tribulations of building. I'll be sure to use that somewhere else, though. That's fine. All right, so that's as far as we're going to get right there. That's as far as we're going to get. Oh, I must say, I just don't really have that much motivation today. I mean, I'm super excited, but it's just not like the past couple days where I'm just like, woohoo, raring to go. Oh, trying to kind of got to kick myself on the arse today to get myself going with things. Like, for instance, right now that I got that done, I'm like, well, I don't really want to do anything, but I have to. Now I just have to decide what that is. That's another problem. When you have so many things to do, it's almost so overwhelming that you just procrastinate, and by the time you know it, you have no time left, and you only got, half of the things on your list checked off that you wanted to. But I'm going to figure out what's on the agenda next. I'm going to take a little break. It's coming on maybe around 12:30, 1 o'clock. Get a little drink, maybe get some food in my gullet, and possibly get that roof done. Like I say, I don't know. I got to kick myself on the arse today. We'll see what happens. We're going to get over on to this side, and we're going to get this small window in place. I've decided that I'm not going to do the boards for the roof until I can get that wall all boarded in. It's just going to make my life easier in the long run. So I have everything I need set out right beside me to get my window all in place. So before I get going with cutting it, just want to say that there's obviously a couple different ways that you can cut out and do your flashing for your windows. There's the X cut, there's the I cut, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it all out, square it all off. It's kind of a new way, I guess, but I agree with this method more than the other ways for shedding water and not bringing water into the plane where you're living. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be cutting it flush, cutting 2 diagonals up top, curling that up, and then I'm going to flash the top when my window's in, caulk the sides, leave the bottom open, and then that just in case it gets through my flashing and my caulking, I'll leave the bottom open so the water can just run down through if it permeates those 2 layers. There's our window right there. There's our window right there. So what we're going to do, just going to cut flush along the bottom. There we are. come up. Flush along the top. Side. We'll come down. We'll cut flush down there. And last side, we'll cut flush down there as well. I shouldn't have put that staple in, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is just make a little cross cut there, little cross cut there, pop that out of the staple. There we are. There. I'm gonna leave that folded up there like so. There, have to clear that snow off the window there, but other than that, we should be good to go. All right, got the opening there cut out as you can see behind me, and I have the little piece folded up there to get good contact. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to measure out the width of the window, and what I'm going to do is, so I'm told, is double of what the length of your tape is. So whatever this is, let's say that's 30 inches and my tape is 6 inches, then I need extra 12 inches for the overlap, so it'll be cut at 42 inches instead of 30 inches for the overlap. So that's 21 1/4, and since our tape is 6 inches, we need an extra 12 inches, so that would be 32 1/4. 33 1/4, sorry. Jeez, I always sucked at math. 33 1/4 is what we need for length. So this is my flashing tape that I'm using. It's 6-inch DuPont flashing tape, 6x75. So we're gonna get this cut out, and we're gonna get this window in place. Woo! Exciting, exciting, exciting. Oh my, starting to get a little bit more motivation. Alrighty then. Oh geez, I'm sinking. So that's gonna go right there, and I want 2 inches of overhang up here. Let's open up half of it here. There we are. I'll secure that. Give her a little flip up. And secure and peel at the same time. Ah, crap. Just a little bit. Maybe snip cutty cut right there. Right down there. Cut this down. Right there. Fold that bad boy. Oh no, it's not sticking because it's wet. So I'm just down here in the old shop now. I'm picking up my propane torch and some sandpaper to be able to de-ice the windowsill of where I last left you. It's a couple hours past when I left doing the tape for the window there. A gentleman by the name of Vic. How's it going, Vic? It was great talking to you, and I'm sure we're going to have many great conversations to come. He popped by, and we just end up talking for, it was probably close to around 2 hours that we started just shooting some great conversation back and forth. He lives up the way a little bit and has seen my progress and just wanted to say hey, and glad that you did, Vic. But we're going to get a propane tank on the go, get some sandpaper on the go, and it's my goal to get this window in before the nighttime hits. And then that way, that'll be the first window we have in place. All right, enough talking. I'm going to get the propane torch, get some sandpaper, get back in the car, and head back up home. All right, we're back in the car. I have my propane torch, some sandpaper, and if you see there behind me, I have some pieces for the top of my wood stove, the part that goes through the roof there. So I figured I'd kill two birds with one stone. Heading back now to the property to get that window finished, flashing, and installed. Nighttime is coming on fast, so let's mosey on down there. All right, well, if you can see there, oh, no, other way. It's getting dark fast, but that window is in place. I need to do another little bit of flashing around it, finish off nailing it in place, and Bob's your uncle, the first window is installed. Give you guys a better look at it tomorrow, obviously, because trying to get this done in the last little bit. I haven't videotaped that much just because, like I say, I've been rushing to get this window in place. Oh my, oh my. You never know what's going to happen here at the property. All right, this is going to be Adam signing off here at Maple Monkey Media. Have an awesome day. Have a blessed day. Continue chasing after those dreams. Keep your stick on the ice, and you can't start at the finish line. Something's happening in the town. Holy, we got sirens going. Moon's going. Anyway, peace all. We'll see you tomorrow.